I am made to be free.
It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning and we are heading out from Isabela off to San Cristobal. We're gonna be having to take 2 ferries today, so it's gonna take most of the day, but that's okay. Gotta take my seasickness pills so I don't die today. So the first ferry took us back to Santa Cruz and we had 5 hours here, did a little souvenir shopping, had lunch, and now we're waiting for our second ferry which will take us off to San Cristobal. San Cristobal is the oldest permanently inhabited island in the archipelago and is the site of Darwin's first landing aboard the HMS Beagle. Puerto Villamil is the capital of the Galapagos province. With a population of about 6,000, this is the second largest city in the Galapagos. Puerto Villamil gives an awesome mix of city life like in Puerto Ayora and the small town vibe like Puerto Villamil. Seems like a pretty nice place to spend the last week of our Galapagos adventure. Today we're exploring the town. I'm playing Spot the Sea Lion, which is not very hard. And we're just talking to tour companies and checking out everything that's in town, where to eat. Relaxing day.
Enjoy the town day.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a neat little town.
Yeah, it's nice. It's more touristy than Isabela, but it feels more
Local than Puerto Ayora.
On Santa Cruz, yeah. So far, so good. There's literally so many sea lions on San Cristobal. Look how big this guy is. Holy moly.
What you doing? Alright, so we just finished our trip, or our visitation here to the Interpretation Center, which is super awesome. It was a good history of the inhabitation of the Galapagos Islands and how they were discovered and sort of how they operate now, which is like really good. We did set aside lots of time for it so we could walk through and read everything. It was awesome. Read all in Spanish and English. If you are too dumb to read, you're gonna hate it, but if you're not, you're gonna love it. It's awesome. So now we're carrying on. Gonna go do some exploring. Okay, Stace, left or right? Oh, there's a sign. That's less exciting. No, there's 2 signs.
Well, yeah, that one was snorkeling, that was the beach.
This way. Or if I do, my mother will say,
Have you ever seen an iguana smoking marijuana?
down by the bay.
So out there, you can see Kicker Rock. That's where we're going snorkeling and scuba diving in a couple days. So I'm climbing up the lighthouse. I got a little startled by this guy.
Another beautiful morning here in the Galapagos, and we got our snorkel stuff here, and we're headed to snorkel today in a bay that we checked out yesterday on our little walk around, and it looked really good. Sea lions.
That's amazing.
Did you get video and picture of this?
So we just hiked up to the Frigate Hill, which is a nice view, and you can see lots of frigates. And now we're gonna hike for 45 minutes or so to here, to Bacarizo Beach. Should be really secluded because no one wants to make the hike. So it should be nice. So after a little bit more difficult hike than we thought, we finally got here. We're completely alone, which is really cool, except for, of course, sea lion friends that are playing in the waves. So yeah, we're gonna hang out here for the afternoon. So totally forgot that someone had told us that this was a sea turtle nesting beach. And when I went snorkeling, I saw at least 6 turtles all in one group. It was amazing.
So it's morning of day 5.
And it's hot.
And it's hot. It is like the sun is out. It's a beautiful day. And we are headed to a beach called La Loberia, which is apparently like the sea lion beach. So we got here. What we got here right is a bunch of cabs pulled up with people doing it the lazy way.
So we made it. It's low tide, so all these rocks are shown. It's really pretty. It's gonna be nice spending the day here. There's not quite as many sea lions as I was expecting, but it might, again, just be because of the tides. We'll see how it changes throughout the day. Rolling down the hill. It's a shady spot. Now it's getting taken over by a sea lion. This guy's really big. We thought he was gonna come kick us out too, but he's just going over to the group. He's going over to the wanders. They like rolling around in the sand a lot. He's so cute. He's so fat. Oh. back at La Loberia Beach today because we wanted to do a hike to some cliffs with better shoes. So that's what we're doing today. Should be cool. That should be good, like bird watching and stuff.
So it's our last night here in the Galapagos. We got our beers, Zandamicas, and we got the perfect place to drink them. Our time in the Galapagos was more special than I think either of us could have imagined. This magical place has been our gracious host for over 3 weeks now, but like all good things, has come to an end. So we took our local beers and headed to the only place we thought would be appropriate. We spent the rest of the evening drinking and reminiscing, all while overlooking the bay where Charles Darwin first landed in the Galapagos.